Hello, this is Edwin Dearborn, and I'm coming to you from my home office here in Henderson, Nevada. And you can probably notice a difference in some regards how I'm now doing live stream. Normally, I would do this on my iPhone. I would do Facebook Live, but I have recently signed up for a service called StreamYard, where I can now go live not only on Facebook, but simultaneously on YouTube and Twitter, and have applied to also be able to connect this live stream to LinkedIn. So I'll be able to go to 4 different social media platforms. Moreover, I'm going to be engaging, once I get approved on LinkedIn to connect my live stream there, actively using a virtual assistant to grow my network. I'm currently at about 14,000 connections. My goal is to hit the maximum at 30,000. And then, of course, I can have additional followers after that. This will also help me grow my email database, which will also be a primary way to reach people, as well as my blog and people following me there. Since March of this year, when coronavirus hit and the whole quarantine thing happened, I made a fundamental shift of how I wanted to grow my brand. This had been something I've been thinking of over the years. You probably saw me on caffeinated content where I go to these coffee shops. And I'm still going to probably do some version of that. But in the back of my mind, I knew that live streaming could go to multiple platforms, and I could do a more professional job of it, of not just showing up to coffee shops, although that is a lot of fun, but actually set up a studio and as well invite guests and interview them, which led me to this new idea called Growth Driven. What I've been doing to evolve my services post-quarantine era, knowing that I could be locked in and have to work, is I've been offering virtual chief marketing officer or CMO services, meaning I sit at the table with leaders of their businesses. Typically, they've got at least 10 employees or more. That's my target audience. They're established in business, they're successful in business, but they don't really have any control of all the different things that they're doing in marketing and sales. So as a chief marketing officer, I'm able to write a program, coordinate the program, and take all the bits and bobs that they're doing, website guy, video guy, SEO guy, sales guy, and bring them all together as a coordinated whole, all moving in the same direction with the same purpose to drive growth. Believe it or not, there's people out there that have businesses that have got all these different things and objects and people all moving in random motion, and has been acknowledged by research that there's a chasm between marketing people, marketing departments, and salespeople and sales departments. I see this all the time in big companies, medium companies, and small companies. The branding guys and the marketing guys are over there doing what branding and marketing people do, which salespeople have no idea. And then the salespeople are over there doing sales, kind of resenting the marketing people because the marketing people aren't really helping them to drive sales. A chief marketing officer really brings those things together to work together for the same common purpose, which is to drive growth. And you would think that that is what they're already working on. But I beg to differ based on a lot of observation, a lot of experience, sitting at conference tables, sitting with board of directors, sitting with doctors, accountants, financial professionals, and business leaders from all over the United States and in Europe. And believe me, this chasm between marketing and sales is bigger than most people want to admit. It's actually quite a large blind spot in most businesses. So I decided to go, you know what? I'm really good at connecting those two activities, aligning them, removing waste, and getting everybody focused on what marketing and sales should be about all the time, which is driving growth. And again, this is not something that we should take for granted. One would assume that that's what the marketing people are doing. That's what we would assume that the website guy and the SEO guy and the videographer guy are doing. But in reality, all they're doing is delivering their service with a very narrow focus on their delivery, but not necessarily the impact or the result that it should bring about. So I'm able to, as the chief marketing officer, sit at a 30,000 foot level, look at all those things, look at past performance or lack of them, and bring it into a unified whole. So now my show, Growth Driven, is I'm going to be interviewing CEOs, CMOs, and business owners from all over the world, specifically asking them, what are you doing that's actually driving growth? I don't want to hear about the exciting stuff that's exciting. What I want to hear is about the exciting stuff that's actually driving their growth. Where are you getting traction? How are you overcoming challenges that are resulting in sales? How are you aligning sales with marketing? What marketing tactics are you using with Facebook ads, with YouTube, conferences, webinars, sales funnels? I don't care what it is. I'm not landlocked on one particular platform or technology or methodology as a CMO. What I'm focused on is how do we get everybody here, the resources, the teams, the websites, the video guys, the SEO guys, and bring them all into alignment, working together, focused on one objective only, driving growth. I'm super excited about this. I'm super excited about the people I'm going to interview. So it's not just going to be me talking about what I know or what I think works or what I've observed, but bringing global experts, top marketing experts, top business experts, sales experts onto the show, and then letting them spill their guts and go into detail of what's working to drive business for them. So this to me is really a culmination of many years of sitting at these coffee shops, doing these videos, writing blogs, and then sitting in the middle of quarantine going, how do I bring all that experience and knowledge into a focused program that's really going to bring value? And I've been looking at other content creators, and yes, you'll see some emulation about what I do, but I think what's going to be, and what I believe is going to be unique, is really grilling these guys and gals and getting them to go into detail of how they overcame the challenges of growth, how they developed the strategies of growth, what did they learn, what did they cast away, what did they keep in, what's successful, what's unsuccessful, but again, always focused on what is actually growing the sales, what is growing their followers that are turning into sales. Again, Growth Driven is the name of the series, and we're going to be publishing it on YouTube and my new blog called virtualcmo.expert. And that blog will be focused on, again, driving growth, how chief marketing officers, VPs of marketing, directors of marketing, top leaders in marketing, what are they doing to actually make businesses grow? My other purpose for this is that I plan on learning this stuff too from them and growing the various brands that I'm now consulting. Two of the brands that I'm working with this year, one of them have had 4 highest ever in sales 4 months in a row during quarantine, just on what I already know. Another brand that I work with as a board of director, in the last 7 months, 4 of those months have been highest evers. So while I feel for the people and have a ton of empathy for those that have lost their job, lost their business. It's been an incredibly confusing and tragic year for so many people that I thought, well, what if I could somehow add to the mix, add to the solution, maybe bring on inspirational, knowledgeable people that will help others kind of navigate this craziness, start a new business, revive an old business, partner with new people potentially, and bring to the table some answers of how people can do better. So there you go. That's what I'm doing. And the new series should start next week. I'm hoping for, fingers crossed, everything coming together, our new branding. You'll see my social media platforms change in terms of their look, their messaging. I'm going to be walking away from talking about politics because factually, I'm tired of it. The vitriol is just getting gross. And, I think the presidential debate to me was the last straw. I'm not saying that I favor one person or another. I'm not trying to get political here. It's just that it all came to a head. And I went, you know what? I need to focus my content on positive outcomes. I need to kind of re-look at what does the world really need, and what the world really needs are other people helping them to succeed in life and helping them to navigate the challenges that is entrepreneurship, the challenges that is being a small business owner, particularly this year. And I'm sure going forward for many years, it's going to take us a while to come out of this hot mess. So the platform I'm using right now to do my video live streaming is called StreamYard. If you have any questions of how it works, reach out to me. I'm still kind of learning it. You're going to see little, banners here and logos there as I learn how to, use this technology more effectively. And I know that over time, the more I do it, the better I will get at it. So there you go. That's my new series called Growth Driven. I'm very excited about it. It'll be available on YouTube. It'll be available on Periscope, which is owned by Twitter. So it'll be my Twitter feed, as well as Facebook. And hopefully soon, I'll get the approval from LinkedIn, and I'll be live streaming there as well. Thank you so much for listening and attending, and hope in the future I can bring massive value to you that will help you develop better strategies, better tactics to succeed in small business and entrepreneurship in whatever field you're in. Feel free to reach out to me if you need some help, and we will talk later. Have a great day.